Monstera Series Episode 5, How to Propagate a Monstera Step by Step. Welcome back to Plants Every Day. In Episode 4, we talked about how much light a Monstera needs to grow healthy and produce those beautiful split leaves. We learned that bright, indirect light is the key to strong growth and larger foliage. Today, we're going to cover one of the most exciting parts of owning a Monstera: how to propagate a Monstera step by step. Propagation is a fun and rewarding way to grow new plants from one healthy Monstera. Whether you want to expand your indoor garden, share cuttings with friends, or simply learn a new gardening skill, Monstera is one of the easiest houseplants to propagate. Let's get started. What is propagation? Propagation is the process of creating a new plant from an existing one. Instead of buying another Monstera, you can grow a new one from a healthy stem cutting. The new plant will have the same characteristics as the parent plant, making propagation an easy and affordable way to increase your collection. With a little patience, one healthy Monstera can become several beautiful plants over time. The most important part is the node. Before making any cuts, you need to understand one important part of the plant: the node. A node is the small section of the stem where leaves, aerial roots, and new growth develop. This is where new roots will grow. Without a node, a leaf may stay green for a while, but it cannot develop into a new plant. Always make sure your cutting includes at least one healthy node. Many beginners accidentally cut only a leaf, then wonder why it never grows roots. Choose a healthy stem. The best cuttings come from a healthy, mature Monstera. Look for a stem with at least one healthy leaf, one visible node, no signs of disease or pests, strong green growth. If the cutting also has an aerial root, that's even better because it often helps the plant establish itself more quickly. Healthy cuttings usually produce healthy new plants. Make a clean cut. Use clean, sharp pruning shears or scissors. Cut just below the node, leaving the node attached to the cutting. A clean cut heals faster and reduces the chance of disease entering the plant. If you're taking several cuttings, disinfect your tools between cuts to keep both the parent plant and the new cuttings healthy. Propagating in water. Water propagation is the most popular method because it's simple and allows you to watch the roots develop. Place the node in a clean container filled with water. The node should stay underwater, but the leaves should remain above the surface. Place the container in bright, indirect light. Replace the water every few days to keep it fresh and prevent bacteria from building up. Within a few weeks, you'll usually begin to see small white roots forming. Watching the roots grow is one of the most enjoyable parts of propagation. Propagating directly in soil. Some growers prefer planting the cutting directly into well-draining potting mix. This method avoids the need to move the roots later. Simply place the node beneath the soil surface while keeping the leaf above the soil. Water lightly after planting and keep the soil slightly moist while the new roots establish. Avoid overwatering during this stage as the cutting is still developing its root system. Both water and soil propagation can produce excellent results. Be patient. Propagation takes time. Some cuttings develop roots in 2 or 3 weeks, while others may need a month or longer. Growth depends on temperature, light, humidity, and the overall health of the cutting. Don't worry if nothing seems to happen during the first week. As long as the cutting remains healthy, nature is quietly doing its work. Patience is one of the most important skills in plant care. When should you transfer a water propagation to soil? If you're rooting your Monstera in water, don't rush to plant it. Wait until several healthy roots have developed. Many growers recommend waiting until the roots are at least 2 to 4 inches, or about 5 to 10 centimeters long. At this stage, the cutting is usually strong enough to adapt to life in soil. After transplanting, water gently and give the plant time to adjust. Common propagation mistakes. Let's look at a few mistakes beginners often make. The first is taking a cutting without a node. The second is placing the cutting in direct sunlight, which can stress the plant. Another common mistake is forgetting to change the water regularly during water propagation. Some people also become impatient and move the cutting too often. It's much better to provide stable conditions and let the roots develop naturally. Simple care usually leads to the best results. Caring for your new Monstera. Once your new plant begins producing fresh leaves, you can care for it just like a mature Monstera. Provide bright, indirect light. Use well-draining soil. Water when the top layer of soil begins to dry. As the plant grows larger, consider adding a moss pole for support. With proper care, your propagated Monstera can grow into a beautiful plant that lasts for many years. Final thoughts. Propagating a Monstera is easier than many people expect. Remember these simple steps. Choose a healthy stem. Make sure it includes a node. Use clean tools. Root the cutting in water or soil. Be patient while new roots develop. And provide the same gentle care you would give any young plant. Before long, you'll have a brand new Monstera growing in your home. Thank you for watching Plants Every Day. We hope today's guide gives you the confidence to propagate your own Monstera successfully. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more easy plant care tips and indoor gardening guides. In episode 6, we'll explore one of the most common concerns among Monstera owners. Why are my Monstera leaves turning yellow? You'll learn the most common causes, how to identify the problem, and the simple steps you can take to restore your plant to good health. See you in the next episode.